So if you've been wanting to use Claude Code without paying for the Pro or Max plan, there's actually a solid way to do that using OpenRouter, and I want to show you exactly how it works in this video. Now, before we get into it, I do want to address something. A lot of YouTubers have already covered how to use Claude Code with a local model through Ollama. You've probably seen those videos. But here's the issue with that approach. Running a local LLM actually requires serious hardware. We're talking a high-end GPU, a decent chunk of RAM, and a machine that can actually handle inference without catching fire. Most people don't have that setup, and honestly, even if you do, it adds a lot of friction. You need to install Ollama, pull the model, keep it running in the background, and the model quality is usually not that great unless you're running something massive. This method is completely different. We're not hosting anything locally. We're using models that are already running in the cloud through OpenRouter, and we can access them directly from Claude Code. No GPU required, no model management, nothing like that. You just configure a few environment variables and you're good to go. So let's get into it. First thing you need to do is go to openrouter.ai and create an account if you don't have one. It's free to sign up. Once you're in, head over to the settings and find the API keys section. Click on Create Key, give it a name like Claude Code Demo or whatever you want, and hit Create. Copy that key and save it somewhere because you're going to need it in a second. Now, OpenRouter works by giving you a single API endpoint that connects to hundreds of different models. Some of them are paid, some of them are completely free. And the way you connect Claude Code to OpenRouter is by pointing Claude Code's API requests to OpenRouter instead of Anthropic directly. Claude Code supports this natively through environment variables, which is what makes this whole thing work cleanly. Alright, so now let's talk about configuration. There are two ways to set this up, and I want to cover both so you understand what each one does. The first method is the shell profile approach, and this is the global setup. It means Claude Code will use OpenRouter no matter which project you're in. To do this, open your terminal and edit your shell profile. Open this file with Nano. Once you have that file open, you're going to add 4 lines. The first one is export OpenRouter API key. The second is export Anthropic base URL. The third is export Anthropic auth token. And the fourth one is important, and a lot of people miss it. Export Anthropic API key. That last line needs to be explicitly empty, not just left out. If it's missing, or if it still has an old Anthropic key in it, Claude Code will try to use that, and it will conflict with the OpenRouter setup. After saving the file, restart your terminal so the changes take effect. If you were previously logged in to Claude Code with an Anthropic account, make sure to run /logout inside a Claude Code session first before this config takes effect. Otherwise, it might still use cached credentials. So that's the global method. It works great if you always want to use OpenRouter across everything. The second method is the project level setup, and this is the one I'm going to actually use in this video. The reason I prefer this is because it keeps the OpenRouter config scoped to a specific project. It doesn't touch anything globally on your machine. Other projects you have won't be affected at all. To do this, open your project folder in VS Code. In the root of that project, you need to create a folder called .claude, and inside that folder create a file called settings.local.json. If the folder and file already exist, just open the file. Inside that JSON file, you're going to add an environment object with the same variables we talked about. It should look like this. You have a key called env, and inside that you add all the details. That's it for project level config. Save the file, and when you run Claude Code from inside that project directory, it'll automatically pick up those settings. Now, before we pick a model, I want to show you what free options actually look like on OpenRouter. If you go to openrouter.ai/models and search for free in the search bar, you'll see a pretty long list of models that are completely free to use. We're talking things like models from NVIDIA, RCAI, StepFun, and a bunch of others. Some of these are surprisingly capable for general tasks and light coding work. You can copy the model ID from any of those pages and use it directly in your config. OpenRouter also has a special built-in router called OpenRouter/free. What that does is it automatically picks a free model at random from whatever's available and routes your request to it. It supports features like tool calling and structured outputs, which Claude Code relies on pretty heavily. The downside is you don't control which specific model you get, and some of them can be slow or inconsistent. For learning purposes or just experimenting, it's totally fine. But if you want reliable results, you'll want to pick a specific model. Here you can see which models are being used most by real users through OpenRouter, based on actual token consumption. There's a category specifically for programming tasks, where you can filter by use case. This is useful because popularity here is a real signal. These aren't cherry-picked benchmarks, it's actual usage data from millions of requests. For coding work, models like Minimax M2.5 and similar affordable Chinese options consistently show up near the top, and when you look at their pricing, the difference is significant. Claude Sonnet 4.6, which is one of the best coding models right now, costs $3 per $1 million input tokens and $15 per million output tokens on OpenRouter. Claude Opus 4.6 is even more expensive. For a lot of use cases, that's completely fine, but if you're running long sessions or doing a lot of agentic work where subagents are firing off dozens of requests, costs can stack up quickly. The affordable mid-tier models on OpenRouter run under $2 combined for 1 million tokens in and out. So depending on what you're doing, you can get a lot of mileage out of those without spending much at all. To use any of these models, just copy the model ID from its OpenRouter page, then go back to your settings file and add one more environment variable, Anthropic model, and set to that model ID string. If this key don't work, you can also try Anthropic default Sonnet model and set to that model ID string. You can also set Claude Code subagent model if you want to control what model runs when Claude Code spins up subagents. When you restart Claude Code after saving, it'll use that model going forward. Alright, so now let me actually demo this. I have a project open in VS Code with the .claude/settings.local.json file already configured with my OpenRouter key and the model set to one of the affordable options from the rankings page. I'll open the terminal, navigate to the project folder, and type Claude to start a session. You can see the Claude is working fine and it's showing free modal which we set. Once it loads, I'm just going to send a quick hi to confirm the connection is working, and it responds. That already tells us it's connected through OpenRouter. If you want to double check, you can run /status inside the session and it'll show you the base URL pointing to openrouter.ai/API and the auth token being used. You can also open the OpenRouter activity dashboard in your browser and see the request show up there in real time. Now let me give it something real to do. I'm going to ask it to build a SaaS landing page. The prompt is something like, build me a modern SaaS landing page with a hero section, features section, pricing section with 3 tiers and a footer. Keep it clean and use a dark color scheme. So it starts working. You can see it creating files, writing HTML, adding CSS, the whole thing. This is Claude Code doing what it does, autonomously planning and building out the structure without you having to break it down step by step. After it finishes, I open the index.html file in the browser, and the landing page looks solid. Hero section with a headline and CTA, 3 feature cards, pricing tiers laid out cleanly, footer with links. Not something you'd ship to production without tweaking, but as a starting point, it genuinely saves you a lot of time. Now let's talk about cost. After that whole session, if you go to your OpenRouter activity logs, you can see every single request that was made, what model handled it, and exactly what it cost. For a session like this that includes setup confirmation, a chat prompt, and building a full landing page. The affordable models are genuinely cheap at scale, and even if you use Sonnet 4.6 for everything, a typical coding session would still cost you less than $1 unless you're doing something very large. That's the real benefit here. You're not locked into a subscription tier. You pay for what you actually use. You can see exactly what that is in the dashboard, and you can swap models anytime just by changing one environment variable. So the whole thing takes maybe 10 minutes to set up, and after that, Claude Code just works the same as it always does, just running through OpenRouter instead. Alright, so that's it from the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.